Oh my God, we didn't record it.
Don't tell me it wasn't recording this whole time.
It didn't record.
I swear it was though.
It didn't record. Welcome to the Roost Nest Hockey Podcast. My name is Henry, but I go as Frank. And yeah, we're really excited to start this podcast. And yeah, I'll throw it over to Johnny, also known as Jay, to introduce himself.
How's it going, everyone? I'm Johnny. This has been a long time coming. This is something we've been planning out for a long time. We're finally sitting down and getting it going. So yeah, super excited. Lots of good things to expect. Lots of hockey content and other sports as well. Fun guests. Introduce yourself, Mr. Tommy.
Hey boys, it's Han here. My voice is all groggy right now. I'm tired as hell. But yeah, we're excited to do this. We're gonna, try and bring on some cool guests and really spread awareness about amateur athletes, semi-pro, just any kind of hockey story to really just boost this podcast. So Kaz,
Guys, Kaz here. Yeah, super hyped to be finally launching the first episode. A lot of big things coming. Hoping to grow this podcast to be very big. Yeah, just super pumped up. Back to you, Hank.
All right, yeah. So basically, yeah, Tommy, you guys all kind of nailed it on the head. We're just we're doing this podcast mostly just for amateur athletes, whether you're in university, semi-pro, could be junior, and honestly, we're also open to ECHL, AHL, Euro, NHL.
KHL.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, any league, any semi-pro or pro league. So yeah, definitely go into our DMs. Let us know who you know, their contact info, and yeah, we'll see if we can get them on and get some good stories out of them. But yeah, this podcast will basically, it's just a pilot, right? So we're gonna be just saying our playoff predictions and sort of what we want to do with this podcast. So we'll start off with Jay, who will segue us through the playoff bracket this year.
Yeah. So what better way to start it off? It's playoffs. Playoffs are finally here. This is currently being recorded on Sunday, April 21 at 11 at night. So a couple game ones have happened. But that's not really going to influence any of our choices here. We were pretty set on these for a while, and obviously we have our joint predictions up on the Instagram. So if you haven't checked that out already, make sure you do that. But yeah, here we're gonna kind of just give our own quick takes and thoughts on each series. So why don't we start with the big one, Leafs, Bruins.
Bruins in
I think I
four.
know who we got.
Bruins in four, right?
Absolutely not.
Uh,
I'm going Leafs in 6 still. They
yeah.
went down 1-0 already, but they've got a far better offense. I don't think Charlie Coyle's a center one, even though he's been good this season. He's not a center one. So the Leafs are going to use that to their advantage and win. They got a way worse defense and a way worse goalie, but that's okay. That's okay. We have faith. That's what we have.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Leafs in 6. I just really hate the Bruins. I don't want them to win, and yeah, we're gonna get past that team.
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you guys. Leafs in 6. Um, I just cannot stand Boston. Um, yeah, I mean, Hank, sorry, we filmed this podcast about an hour ago and we forgot to record it. So we're all in shambles right now. But
Yeah.
Hank,
We're just repeating everything we said, but it's
Yeah.
okay.
so
Yeah,
it's like we're on a fucking merry-go-round right now.
We literally said this exact same thing about like half an hour ago.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's okay. We're still learning, anyways. So yeah, Leafs in 6. Give Samsonov some Russian gas, and yeah, we'll be ready to freaking rumble these Bruins.
Yeah. I think we're all pretty in agreement on that one. Maybe the audience won't be, but let's get into the next one. Florida,
You're
Tampa, the Battle of Florida. I think it's got to be the Panthers here, but I know a couple of us have some interesting takes on this. But in terms of defense, offense, goalies, I think it's about even all across the board. Like Florida has a slightly better offense, I'd say, but I don't know. This is a really tough series, but I'm definitely going Florida here in 7. 7 games. It's going to distance.
I'm gonna agree with you, Jay. Florida's been flying all year, and they have a great team on them. I just can't see Tampa getting past them. It's gonna be a close series, but Florida's gonna take it in the end.
I don't know, guys. I think we're gonna have a little bit of a surprise in Game 7. I think it's gonna go Tampa. Game in 7. I think Kucherov's gonna absolutely take over, as well as Vasilevsky. I know he's a little older now, but what's that, Kaz? Are you
I
gonna?
love Kucherov, man. I love those two
Yeah,
Russian guys. So
so
good.
I thought you were gonna chirp my decision there.
No, I love Kucherov. I honestly think he should win the Hart this year. And no, I'm gonna get some hate for that, but I think he's been the best player in the league, and
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think he's definitely heart worthy. Him and McKinnon, like they kind of drops off after that, in my opinion. So
no, you
I
can't
don't know,
love
Hank, what do you
it.
think?
Yeah, P's in 6. P's in 6. Yeah, Kachuk for MVP. Bobrovsky's gross. Stolarz is gross. Panthers in 6.
Please.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, we've seen this matchup happen multiple times in the past, and it's gone Tampa's way, I think, every time in recent history. But come on, let's see the Panthers do it, in my opinion. Obviously, Tam won't be happy if that happens. Okay, Rangers Caps. Should be a quick one. Rangers in 5.
Rangers in 6.
You guys are gonna kill me. We're going we're going Caps in 7.
Wow.
You can't beat the OV experience. You can't.
I
He's
do
gonna
love
No one
Ovi.
else though right now, in my
they
opinion.
call it, they call it the golden age, just like Jonathan Quick. The golden age of hockey.
The
He's
golden.
in his latter half of, or the latter fucking 2 years, I'd say.
They're
So
just too slow. Too slow. Rangers in 5.
fuck you, Frank.
Ovi slow?
Too slow.
I think
He's
they're
not
too slow
slow.
too. They're slow as
Ovi's
balls,
fast.
and they're
He's faster
freaking
than the middle of the ice.
Oh, she's the fastest guy, and I can skate faster than with my
You
freaking goalie
cannot
pads
skate
on.
faster than Ovi.
With my
Go
goalie
skate
pads on,
faster
I
than
can.
Ovi. Go skate faster than Ovi. I'll tell him you can skate faster than him.
I think it would be a
Alrighty.
close race, but I might lean Ovi a little bit there. But if it comes to slap shotting a puck, I'm definitely taking Hank.
Okay.
In that competition.
Yeah, no, honestly, Washington doesn't have that depth. They barely squeaked into the playoffs. I don't even think they deserved it. I think it should be the Red Wings. So I'm going.
Worst goal differential in the playoffs,
Yeah,
-37.
minus
Like that's
37 goal
that's like
differential,
unheard
like-
of.
That's wild.
Yeah, these guys need to get a grip, and they won't. They're gonna lose. So, next matchup, we've got the other matchup in the East. I always forget what it is. It's Islanders and Canes. I think this is gonna be another quick one. I'm going Canes in 5. I like
think
the
it's
Islanders.
close.
I think they're good, but Canes are an absolute freaking force, and I can see them going all the way. So I think they make this one quick, and they're gonna have their eyes set on that second round matchup.
I agree with that. I don't like this matchup at all. I think it's the most boring one in the playoffs so far. But yeah, Canes in 6.
Yeah, they got the birdie on their side. I think he scored in game 1. So Kuznetsov.
Yep.
What a great story that guy is. He's really made a change in his career just by moving to this team. So gonna be good for me. Canes in 6. I don't think it's gonna be too like of a smoke by the Canes, but yeah, Canes in 6.
Yeah, I know. Canes in 7. I think Islanders are gonna put up a fight. They got Patrick Waugh, who's like literally like the wizard of the mental game.
Mr.
So he
Playoff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well he pumps up his players before every game, saying the management picked you guys for a reason, right? So he's a beauty. Anyways, Canes in 7, but Islanders are gonna put up a fight. And I hate the Islanders fans, so I hope they don't make it far.
Yeah, Isles fans, they are questionable after all the terrible treatment for John Tavares. He just wants to be a hometown boy. That's all he wanted. And I guess the Islanders guys don't like that, but that's okay. It's okay. Next one, let's do this. Let's look at a crazy matchup. The one I personally think is the coolest matchup we've seen in the playoffs for a long time, and I'm really excited for it. Nashville and Vancouver. This is gonna be a great series. I think we all like an upset here. I love the thought of Nashville and to win this series. What do you guys think?
Fully agree. I love Nashville. What a city, what a team. Present 6.
Yeah, Kaz has got his little cowboy hat on right now in his jersey. So
Yep.
we went to Nashville a couple months ago, and Kaz went for a little shopping spree. So I think we can all agree present 6.
Preds in 6. UC Saros.
Philip
And
Forsberg.
Kevin Lankinen.
Yeah, we obviously can't sleep on Vancouver. Like they've had a great season, a huge bounce back season. They were not this good years before this. They've got depth up front. Their defense is all right. Their goaltending is good, very good. But I think the Preds have what they have and can even do it better. So I'm going Preds. They're a grimy, gritty team, and I think Forsberg is better than any forward on Vancouver.
BJ Novak.
Me, but
Power forward.
yeah, and BJ Novak.
Isn't it Tommy? I thought it was Tommy.
Yeah,
Is
it is
Tommy. Oh,
It's Tommy
BJ
Novak.
Novak from The Office. That was a funny.
oh, fuck. Yeah. So like we're trying to make the same jokes right now, but they're just not. They're not working right now. They're not. It's,
We're re-recording this podcast. Anyways, it's a pain,
it's an
but
absolute
we're getting
shame.
through it. Jay, throw us over to the next series.
Yeah. Let's do Colorado Winnipeg. What do you guys think is going to happen in Colorado Winnipeg? I think it's going to be a very tight series. Obviously, we saw game 1 was crazy. It just happened a couple hours ago, and 7-6. Are you freaking kidding me? Like we knew it was going over, but not that over. I've got Jets in 7. I've got Jets in 7. I love what they're bringing to the table this season, and we saw Colorado go out in the first round last year, and I can see it happening again, even though they're an incredible team. But someone's got to go home, and I think it's going to be the Avalanche.
I'm disagreeing with you, Jay. Avs in 7. You can't really stop McKinnon, Rantanen, Makar. List just goes on and on and on and on and on. Hellebuyck's proved that he was half a goalie in that game. 6 goals allowed, Vezina contender. I'm taking Avs in 7. Way too much star power on that team.
Yeah, we're riding the Rockies as well. Kaz, I love it.
It's incredible.
Who were the pickups, guys? They had some pretty big pickups.
Deadline?
Yeah.
They had a big one. I know that.
Middlestat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They lost Bo and Byram, but they needed that second line center really bad because they picked up Johansson at the start of the year, and he's just really not that guy anymore.
They got a DP at some point, or like in the deadline.
Johansson?
No, I think they picked up Colin Miller. Was that them?
They had some depth guy.
Yeah, and they also added Jakob Trenin.
Yeah, that's actually an underrated one. I'm surprised he went from Nashville, right? I'm surprised they let him go.
He's a super power forward. Like, he just hits everything. So, Frank.
Well, I'm heading to the airport with Jay, and I'm picking the Jets, man. Honestly, I love their team, big team. Adam Lowry, beauty. And Hellebuck's gonna stand on his head. I know he had a shaky start today, but Jets are great. I love them.
Yep.
Jets in 7.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see how this one turns out, especially because we have a pretty split opinion on it. So, I think it's gonna be good though. I like this matchup a lot. Next one, Stars Vegas, another 2 really good teams again, but Vegas are absolute frauds. So I'm going Dallas, even though they are the reigning champs and all, but you got to feel for Dallas here. Like they have such a good season, and they got to play the reigning champs in the first round. Pretty crazy, but I think they overcome them, and I think they use that as motivation, and I think they win in 7. Yeah, let's do 7. Let's do 7. I like 7 here. What do you guys think?
I'm agreeing with you, Jay. Fully agree.
Fully agree. Dallas in 7.
Dallas in 7.
Dallas in 7 all around, or what are you guys doing?
I'm doing 7 minutes in heaven with you, Jay. That's what we're gonna do. Dallas in 7. Wyatt Johnson's gonna score 2 hat tricks.
Wow, that's huge.
That's
no. I think we all agree. We're at consensus here. Dallas in 7. Let's do it. Jakey Oates, the Oaten jersey.
It's gonna be a monster this series. Love my.
Yeah, just with Vegas, just doing all that bullshit with Stone and trying to fuck with the cap. We hope they fail. We hope they fail.
Yeah, Vegas is a really weirdly run franchise. Like they obviously have gotten it done and they've been good, like pretty much every season they've been in the league. But the way they handle things is weird, and they seem to have no sense of loyalty for the players they drafted in the freaking expansion draft because Marchessault's going next year. They don't have any room to sign him, and they've gotten rid of pretty much everyone that was drafted. So I think it's going to crumble, and I think they're going to lose this series against Dallas, unfortunately. All right,
Agreed.
last one. Crap, what's the last matchup?
Oilers and Kings. We did
Oh,
the same thing on the.
okay.
We did the
Yeah,
same
Oilers
thing on
and
the
Kings. I absolutely hate this matchup, not gonna lie. It has happened the last 2 years in a row, and Oilers just own those guys, and I think it's gonna keep going that way. I don't think LA has the firepower to get past McDavid. And yeah, let's go Oilers, and I'm going Oilers in 5. I think they get it done quicker this year than they have in the past.
Honestly, I could see the Oilers sweeping the Kings. We didn't mention any sweeps, and usually we see at least one in the first round. I don't know. I said Oilers in 5 before, but I could see it in 4. I don't think the Kings have enough superpower to, or sorry, star power. Fuck. To get past the Oilers. And McDavid and Draisaitl and Hyman are just a 3-headed monster.
Yeah, like I think if Skinner can play like decently well, I think they'll be fine. I do still think the Kings are gonna put up a bit of a fight. So I'm saying Oilers in 6.
Yeah, Oilers in 6. Canadian team. One of our good buddies is from Alberta, so we're gonna be rooting with him. And honestly, I'm picking Oilers to win the cup, but we'll get to that in later episodes. But yeah, I know Oilers in 6.
Yeah, for now, we're not helping our buddy out that much. Okay,
Yeah.
we are Toronto fans, so let's
Yeah,
stay loyal
I
here.
hope they get absolutely crunched by Toronto in the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah,
It's the Leafs and Oilers in the Cup Finals, and you're cheering for the Oilers.
That'd be really awesome, though. Like a full Canadian team final. Wow.
that would be the ultimate
crazy.
final.
I
But
haven't seen that in a long time.
yeah,
Yeah, but a lot of the players in the Oilers have taken some steps this year. Bouchard, Skinner, just to name a few. Ryan McLeod, like they're a deeper team than last year, and I think they can go even further. So we'll see what happens. I think that's all the matchups. Did we cover them all?
Yeah,
JJ
we got it.
and Frank Watt.
Did we get the JJ Watt versus Frank Watt best of 7?
JJ Watt on the
That's
spread.
gonna be a close one. That's gonna be a real close one.
we're
Jake-
also. Hey, did you guys talk about our little our betting scenarios here? We're these
Haven't been
two,
good.
these 3. I'm not a huge like gambler, but these guys love throwing up their lines.
Yeah,
so-
we love to throw a couple parlays / singles down, but none of us are very successful bettors. So
No.
we are not giving financial advice on this podcast, but we will share our
No.
picks with you guys if you want to tag along. I don't really have any right now. I haven't really looked at the games for tomorrow, but today I did choose over 6.5 in the Avs game, and I chose under 6.5 in the Preds game. So we'll see how that goes. And I also took Rangers on the spread. So my parlay is looking really good right now. So I might actually win some money tonight, but it's not a lot. I only put like a couple bucks on it.
I've been won money in a little. I've been on a big losing streak right now, so
Guys, you gotta just relax, okay? Just
I know
stop it.
I didn't bet any today, so maybe tomorrow we'll see.
Right. We'll get
Um,
back in the win column. There's so much potential.
Yeah,
Playoffs
but-
are so fun. This is good.
I haven't been
I
following
don't know.
Merle's bets, and I've just been doing my own. So do not trust me on many of my bets.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, one more.
I
thing,
just
like,
I just mimicked Spin Chicklets Merles.
yeah. Hank just
EBR.
copies all of Spin Chicklets bets
Shout out to
EBR.
Merle.
identically.
That's
But
what I
it
do.
works for him. It does work for him.
It works. I'm making a little bit of profit a day. It's nothing crazy, but
Keeping
it's,
the doctor
thank
away,
you,
eh,
Merles.
Frank?
I love you, Merles.
Yeah, but like all the betting posts that we like throw up, they're our own like creations. We're not just gonna
No,
fucking
no.
throw up
And
Merle's
then
bets
if-
for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if I do, I'll tag Merles and I'll tag Chicklets.
I mean, betting is just a small part of what we have to offer here. Like we're gonna be doing a lot of cool things, a lot of fun stuff, mostly hockey coverage, but we're pretty knowledgeable about other sports as well. We're gonna have some friends on that play other sports. We're gonna and hopefully have even some players with some great stories to share with us, whether it's hockey or something else. But sticking on the topic of hockey, I wore this hard hat for a reason. Like some teams need some construction, and like I just want to know, like, what are like some takeaways from this season? Like what teams need to get better? What teams over exceeded expectations? I think that's something we can just talk about quickly for fun.
I think okay, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Ottawa had like decent expectations going into the season. What was that? That was a terrible year for them.
Yeah. That
They
like everyone was raving about their top 9 forward group at the start of the season. Like, yo, Ottawa's got the best top 9 in the league. Freaking
Ottawa, man.
crumbled.
I think
Not
it's
good.
lack of experience. Really, they still have a like pretty young team. So
They do.
yeah, I
Honestly, a
for
waste of Claude Giroux's career, or not career. A waste of a year of his career. He was better off staying with the Flyers at this point.
yeah, honestly,
But yeah, I thought Ottawa was not good. I also thought the Flyers were very embarrassing. Like I thought they had that third Metro spot locked up, and then they absolutely choked and started losing games like 9-2 to Montreal and stuff like that. So I don't know what Torts was doing there, but oh well. Blue Jackets, I thought they were going to be better. I like what they've done in the draft, but it just hasn't panned out, and they're also just wasting away Johnny Gaudreau's career. Line fell off the face of the earth. Don't know what happened to him.
yeah.
And yeah, they have good players, but just like it's just not enough. I guess Werenski, he had a good year. And yeah, those are the teams that really stood out to me personally.
The Pens and Devils also stood out to me. On paper, two great teams. Pens, I don't know about so much, but they made that huge trade for Carlson in this offseason and just didn't pan out at all.
Yeah, Devils got unlucky with that Hamilton injury.
Yeah.
And Hughes was injured most of the year too, right?
Hughes was out for a while. Devils got kind of
Yeah.
unlucky, but like then again, everyone was expecting the Devils to like be the champs this year. Like people thought Devils were going to be insane.
Yeah.
It didn't pan out, but it felt like this could have been a great opportunity for them because it felt like no one wanted that freaking third seed in the Metro. It felt like no one wanted it, and then the Islanders finally got hot and they ended up stealing it. But like these teams are just all playing really bad, and that could have been the perfect spot for the Devils to get in and make an impact, but it wouldn't have been easy against the Hurricanes in the first round anyways. So
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
sorry,
think
Bob.
yeah, I think looking out into the West too, I think the Canucks really surprised me this season. They were
yeah,
what? They were last.
that's a great point.
They were I think they were bottom like 6 last year. Now they almost won the league, no? So yeah, definitely those guys. Demko's playing great. Hughes is probably gonna win the Norris. I hope he does. That was my take. So I hope that happens. Besser just broke out of his shit seasons that he's been having. Their star player, Elias Pettersson, my first pick in our 16 team fantasy pool. So kind of got skeef there, but fuck you, Reverso. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, just a massive shout out to Reverso for winning the league for like the third time in a row and taking me down in the finals for like the third time in a row.
Dude,
I'll get you one day, you little river.
pretty good prospect pool as well. I think like one of their top prospects was like the player of the tournament or some. I could be wrong for the World Juniors or something like that. He was like one of the best players there. So a lot of good things to come for the Canucks soon.
Sandine Pellikka?
Yeah, it was
that
one of
him?
those kids. I honestly like couldn't tell you his name, but I know there's some Canucks Swedish prospect or two that
Yeah.
absolutely tore it up and I'm impressed. So great future ahead for them.
Yeah, honestly, I think the Capitals surprised me this year. Like, I don't know. I knew they were gonna be bad, but I honestly didn't even know they were gonna make the playoffs. Like with especially with the worst goal differential at -37. Like, what the hell? They should be where like the Sharks are, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Sharks were
I
what,
am,
negative
but the thing
72?
is, another great story about that team is I'm loving the Ovi goal chase story. I really want that guy to keep going, and I think he will. I think he's gonna hit it in about 2-3 years. So
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get
go
it.
Ovi, go.
He has a chance of getting it next year. He's like a 40 something goals away, scored 30 something this year. So
Oh yeah.
if he has a great year next year, we could see the record broken by the end of the season, which would be one of the coolest things we could ever see.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right, Mr. Professor Frank.
All
Would've been
right.
nice if,
Well,
Matthews got 72. That would have been nice.
yeah. Jeez.
Wow, what a choke. That was horrible.
Yeah.
We love Matthews though. He'll get it one day.
One day,
Yeah,
next year, 80 goals. 80 goals.
Hon-
We're calling it.
honestly,
The
like,
Roost
yo,
Nest Hockey Podcast is calling it.
Yep.
were you guys surprised of the season? I was actually kind of surprised because last season he was kind of shit. Like he was good, but he wasn't like super outstanding. I mean, he hasn't gotten less than 30 goals yet, but
Yeah, who
he
Matthews? Yeah, he's just. I feel like comparing this season to last season is just like such a huge jump. Even like last season, he really started developing his defensive game, and I think that's gotten a lot better too. He's really becoming that player that we've been longing for so long since we had like the Mogilinis and the Sundins
the
and the
McGill
Doug Gilmores. Like this is our new superstar. So
Sergei Fedorovs.
Yeah.
the Alex
Okay,
Galchenyuks.
Sergei
yeah.
Markov.
You'll notice that Kaz always mentions his Russian fellows. Kazakh he's a Belarusian guy, so he's always gonna mention those guys.
Nikolai Khabibulin, best goalie of all time.
Yep.
I agree.
Anyways, thanks for listening to our first podcast. We're gonna try and get a feature guest for next podcast. Again, DM us, text us if you know us. If you want to come on the pod, if we're only looking for athletes, we just want athletes from university to pro. Reach out to us and we'll make a list. And we've already got a few guys that we've already planned to interview soon. So yeah, this is our journey. It starts today.
Yeah, great intro, guys. Also to the listeners, please give us feedback. Like send us DMs. Like we need we need structure. We need guidance from you guys because ultimately it's for you. It's not for us. So please let us know in the comments on our Instagram and even on YouTube. So yeah, I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, boys. Great work. That was incredible. And to everyone watching, if you made it this far, thank you for listening. You guys are who we do this for, so we're happy that you guys tuned in and are gonna be here for the journey. It's gonna be a very fun one, and hopefully this takes off.
Yep. And just to wrap up from me, obviously it was a quicker, less scheduled episode. We kind of just want to introduce ourselves, share some of our unique opinions with you guys. And if you guys liked what you've heard, liked what you've seen, definitely come back because we're gonna be taking this thing seriously. And we're really looking forward to see what we can do here. And we hope you guys are too. So, we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.